前もまた自分だけの武器が必要だ。須藤健って男は必要な戦力になる。俺がお前を使うように。
Use him as I use you. Straight to her face. Wow. Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episode 5, Every Failure is a Step to Success. Last episode, a sports event is coming up. They can choose who participate in the voluntary and the mandatory events. What am I forgetting? Horikita came up with a plan to try to make sure that they get the most amount of points out of the sports events. But then Ayano Koji emailed Karuizawa and told her to sort of interfere with what she was saying and pull Kushida into the whole equation. And then when Karuizawa asked him why he did that, he said he was going to produce a traitor in Class D. And then at the end of the episode, he told Horikita that Kushida was a traitor, especially during the last test that they did. So yeah, that's where the episode ended. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelymini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
櫛田さんが裏切り者？
あの試験、普通なら優待者の正体がバレることはない。もしも櫛田本人がそれをバラしたとしたら、
ありえないでしょ。櫛田さんにメリットなんてないわ。
How do you know?
そうも言い切れないだろう。
彼女がポイント欲しさで仲間を裏切ったと。
可能性はいくらでも考えられる。理由は櫛田本人にしかわからない。お前と櫛田には因縁がありそうだからな。
それは。
Do you not say that during the very first episode?
クラスを率いていくつもりなら、よく考えるんだな。
If you want to lead the class, like you're not the one leading the class. I've been saying it. I know I just said that I said it in the first episode, although I'm not totally sure. But I've been saying that I felt like there was history between these two, and that's why Kushida was pushing so much to want to be in her environment, you know. And with Horikita's reaction when Ayano Koji said that, it seems like yes, there is something. So I can't wait for that to be revealed.
綾野浩二君が私を誘ってくれるなんて。
そうかもな。
他のクラスの偵察、なんだかドキドキするね。
Is it?
そうだな。
私が堀北さんにあまり好かれてないことは知ってるでしょ？
この作戦は堀北の発案だからな。
Was it?
の上の試験で龍炎君に優待者の情報を漏らしたのは
Was it you?
あなたなの？
ある程度ストレートに聞くとは思ってたが。
何を言って。
でもこれから先、あなたをクラスの仲間として信用していいのかしら？
私はみんなと一緒に A クラスを目指したい。信じてくれないかな？
Nope.
わかったわ。
Oh, the day is here?
ドイツに集合してください。
ここまでは順調だ。もちろん俺が出る競技は必ず全。
Why do you assume that you're gonna sweep everything?
そもそも見てたか、俺様の活躍を。
You haven't even started. Oh my god, he's doing all of this for her.
俺は
Ah, Class A.
坂柳
The queen, right?
今回は赤組の仲間だから頼もしいよ。
D クラスの戦績は？
まあ大半は平均以下ですが、須藤健だけ突出してますね。
想定通りですね。
勢いで全勝だぜ。俺に続け。
Is she looking at him? Okay.
さすがだな、生徒会長は。
Oh, so
ルンさんは神
why did I not recognize him?
おいてめえ高円寺、大事な本番にも不参加だ。どういうことだ。
Of course he's gonna see that. He always sees out everything.
君が熱を上げているクールガールさ。真面目に参加するように頼まれたのだよ。
堀北が。
私は気分が優れないのでね。
He always says that.
拙者もちとトイレに。
Is Koenji working with the queen? Sakayanagi? Oh.
何人来んだよ。 Stand up.
So they're Class A losers?
んだ、そこにいたのか。気づかなかったぜ。
大丈夫か。
あの野郎、殴り倒してやる。
You need to calm down, bruh.
すまなかった。ディフェンスを任されておきながら。
お互い様だよ。
そうだ、お前らが不甲斐ないせいだ。死ぬ気で。俺、救急箱取ってくるわ。
僕は先生に報告するよ。
痛むか。
競技に支障が出るほどじゃないわ。
You sure about
少し
that?
休めば
Mm-hmm.
ことより気になるのは木下さんよ。
お前とぶつかった C クラスか。
まるでわざと接触してきたみたいだった。
Duh.
高円寺に声をかけたんだってな。
私が櫛田さんのように周りから避ける人間だったの。
Don't ever be like her.
私はもともと彼女を嫌っていたわけじゃないもの。
Yeah, finally they're gonna tell us, right?
無理はするなよ。
大丈夫よ。はってでも出るわ。
I thought they were gonna go more into depths, whatever, with their backstory.
C クラスの奴ら、露骨に掘り北狙ってるよな。クソが、龍炎の指示だな。
And because she's getting hurt, Sudo's gonna be getting even more pissed off.
ケン、そろそろ出番だぞ。おう。
Maybe he saw part of
怪我大丈夫か。掘り北。
Class A's plan, the queen.
無事。
ああ、いや、任せとけ。お前の分まで俺が暴れてきてやるからよ。
期待させてもらうわ。
序盤こそ須藤は A クラスと連携して有利に進めるが、龍炎の挑発に乗った結果翻弄され。
ねえ清高、やばいんじゃないの？
何がってなんで下の名前なんだ。完全に狙い撃ちされてるからな。
堀北さんだけやたら強い相手に当たってるのは偶然じゃないってこと？
こっちのクラスの参加者のリストが筒抜けになってる。
筒抜け？
ああ、裏切り者によってあの龍炎、須藤のような主力にはあえて弱い相手を当て、そして堀北を徹底的に潰すこと。
そんな勝つ方法は残ってるわけ？
勝つ？最初から勝つつもりはない。この体育祭、やられるだけやられればいい。そうすることが後の力になる。
So previously he completely sort of like crushed Karuizawa, and now it seems like he wants to let Horikita also be like crushed mentally.
じゃあ俺がリーダーだろ。従えよ。
そうだね。でも周りを見てほしい。
Everyone is
今の君をリーダーと認める人がどれだけいるかな。
looking at you like with the side eye and stuff.
俺はクラスのために必死になってんだろうが。
本当にそうか。
Or are you just doing it for Horikita?
うるせえ。
僕たちは は須藤君を頼りにしている。だからこそ君も対局を。だから。
うるせえって言ってんだろ。
何があった？僕が勝手に転んだだけです。問題はありません。被害者がそう言うならひとまず不問としよう。
やってられっか。体育祭なんざクソき。
まさか須藤君を連れ戻せなんて言わないでしょうね。
分かってるなら聞く。
私に連れ戻せるわけないでしょ。
Really?
いつまで役立たずでいるつもりだ。
どういう意味？
言葉通り。
不愉快ね。でも不運な事故はどうしようも。
不運か。その怪我も今の D クラスの窮地もお前には偶然に見えるのか？お前は武器を手に入れるチャンスを放棄しようとしている。
武器？
お前もまた自分だけの武器が必要だ。須藤健って男は必要な戦力になる。俺がお前を使うように。
Use him as I use you.
私は。
あとは自分で考えるんだな。
Use him as I use you. Straight to her face. Wow.
ねえ、裏切り者って誰なわけ？そろそろ教えてほしいんだけど。
裏切り者がいると分かってて、なぜ筒抜けの参加票を提出したんだい？
さあな。俺に指示を出した堀北に聞いてくれ。
いたいた、堀北さん。さっき堀北さんとぶつかった木下さんがすごい大怪我だったの。それで堀北さんを保健室に呼んできてほしいって。
He's in a trap.
おう。
I get frustrated every time I see him.
まさかあの事故が意図的だったとはな。
どういう意味かしら。
堀北さん、倒れた私に言ったの。絶対に勝たせないって。
嘘よ。
よくもまあこんなひでえことができたもんだな。木下はこの件を学校側に訴えると言っているぞ。
そんな。兄さんの手を煩わせるわけには。
ねえ、リュウエン君。
I don't know why she's so like worried about her brother.
なんとか事態を大きくせずに解決することはできないかな。
100万ポイントだ、鈴音。100万で訴えは取り下げてやる。
バカ言わないで。それが狙いだったのね。口裏まで合わせてこんな。
だったら生徒会にでも報告するしかねえ。
待って。
ポイントに加えて土下座しろ。
あなたどこまで。
体育祭の後聞かせてもらおうか。
うかつだった。私まんまと罠に。自分の無力さを痛感しています。でも安心してください。兄さんにはご迷惑はおかけしませんから。兄さんは私に同情したりしない。でも足を止めてくれた。今はそれだけで十分。
Okay.
私にはこの体育祭でやれることがまだ一つだけ残っている。
Like I said, every time I see Heroine, I'm like frustrated. I'm like angry inside because I feel like he gets to do whatever he wants in this school and there's no consequences for him. And I hate that. Like, I hate it. This plan of his of using this girl, either he's the one that completely injured her or he had someone in his camp completely injured her and then blame it on Horikita, or it was Kushida that did it and put it on her. And you know, when Ryuen said that he wanted her to grovel, that's something that Kushida would love to see happen. You know, even though there's been this tension between Ryuen and Horikita, and Ryuen is always saying that he was gonna make her pay, he was gonna take care of her or something or other like that. Even though that would be also a way for him to do that, like having her grovel is also something that would please him. I feel like it comes mostly from Kushida, just because of how much the hatred that she displayed when she was by herself and Horikita. Anukoji saw that happen. The fact that she was saying that she hated her, she should die, all those things. Her hatred for Horikita is strong. So to see Horikita grovel is something that will bring her immense pleasure. So it would not surprise me if this groveling was her idea. And I'm still not sure what Ayanukuji's plans are. He said that this sports festival was going to produce a traitor. He told Horikita last episode that during the last event that Kushida was the traitor because she felt like she divulged the fact that she was the VIP to Ryuen. And then he wanted Horikita and him and her to go check out the competition or whatnot. They go there. Horikita straight out asked her if she told Ryuen that she was the VIP. And she tried to play it off and why would you say that? I would never do that. You should trust me. And Horikita is like, okay. And then Ayanukoji told, while the sports events was happening, everyone kept sort of like ganging up on Horikita, right? And then she got injured. And they were also ganging up on Sudo. And he kept getting pissed off, like all the time. His anger kept rising, right? And then at the end they just blew up, and then that one student just like confronted him, and then he got pissed off, and then he left. He's like, I abandoned this whole sports event thing. I'm not going to participate anymore. And with all these things happening, Ayanukoji tells, who did he tell? I think it was Karuizawa, although it may also have been Horikita. I'm not totally sure. I feel like it was Karuizawa. Told her that basically the way they were going to play during the sports events, their order, everything has been leaked to Ryuen. And he believes that, so it couldn't be, I was about to say it couldn't be Karuizawa, because Karuizawa was asking him who the traitor was. And I felt like he mentioned to whoever he was speaking to that Kushida was the one that leaked it. Or maybe I misremembered that. I don't know. But either way, it was leaked. And that's why Ryuen was able to take advantage and cause all these things to happen. And Horikita was by herself. Ayanukoji approached her and basically called her useless. Told her to go after Sudo that he was the only person that could possibly convince him to come back. And it's true because he has feelings for her, so clearly anything that she wants him to do, he's gonna do, right? But she doesn't know that her vision is not there. Okay, she doesn't know that Sudo fancies her or anything like that. So she's in her own world thinking, what can I do? But I know Koji said something about her acquiring a weapon. And I'm like, what is that? I was thinking that the weapon that he was talking about was maybe if, I don't know, whatever she does is gonna make her more likable to everyone in the class. Because earlier in the episode, Horikita told Ayano Koji that she didn't always dislike Ushida, and that she also wished that she was like sort of like her, especially when it comes to interacting with all the students in the class and everything. So that's why when Ayano Koji was saying that she should develop this weapon or whatnot, I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with that, but I don't know. So he left, and Koji left. Horikita started tracking herself. I thought she was going to look for Sudo, and then that's when Kushida approached her and told her that the girl that she bumped into or whatever was severely hurt. She was in the infirmary, and that they were calling her or something or other like that. I knew it was a trap. I knew it. Just because I didn't trust Kushida, so anything that she does is always suspicious to me. And then you're telling her, trying to drag her someplace when there was nobody else around you guys. I knew it was some kind of trap. And so, yeah, it was. Rina was there. The girl was there in the bed crying. And then also made up a lie because clearly Horikita did not say anything to her. And she was saying that she said something to her, so it was clearly a lie. All of it was a lie to try to get her to first off pay off 1 million points, and then to get her to grovel. And Ryuen said that he was gonna give her until the end of the sports festival to make her decision. I'm glad for that delay because I feel like during that time they are probably gonna come up with something to counter what Ryuen wants, because I don't want him to win anything when it comes to Horikita. Like, this dude has been getting on my nerves ever since he showed up in this show, and I just want someone like, I don't like him. I do not like him at all. So I don't want his schemes, especially when it comes to Horikita, to prevail at all. I always want him to fail when it comes to her. Kowenji is, again, I'm not feeling well, so I'm gonna sit this thing out. And I'm like, of course you're gonna sit it out. You always sit tests, any kind of test, any kind of, no, not the reading exams or anything, but any kind of special test, he always sits out those tests. Comes up with a flimsy excuse of being sick when clearly you are not sick, and he just stays there. And then I said during the episode that I was wondering whether he was in cahoots with Sakayanagi, I think is her name, because she was in her tent. Class D and Class A are supposed to be working together, right? And she was in her tent, and her subordinate, I guess, was giving her the rundown of how things were going with Class D. And she's like, as expected. And she was looking at Ayano Koji for a really long time. So she has an interest in him, right? So when she said that things were going as expected, it sort of felt like to me that she somehow is also behind what's happening with Class D and the downfall. Like each time they're losing, that she has a hand in it or something or other like that. I always have that in my mind. So when Koenji, like in each test, he's like, I'm not doing it. I wondered during that particular moment whether Koenji and Sakayanagi had some kind of deal in the works. I don't know. But that crossed my mind. There was something else that happened that I wanted to talk about. I know it has something to do with Ayano Koji, but I don't remember what it was. Well, I don't remember what it was about Ayano Koji that I wanted to mention, but I just remembered that scene between Horikita and her brother, and her limping, and they were passing each other, and then the brother stopped for a second, and then she's like, I know classes, all this, but I'm not gonna, let it affect you or something or other like that. And then the brother started walking away again, and then she's like, he doesn't have any sympathy for me, but at least he stopped for a second. And I'm like, okay. Her desire or whatever to have her brother's approval, I want to say it's a waste of time, like just because he stopped, you're all like, at least it's something. And I'm like, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't be critical of it, because you always want your siblings affection and everything, and if you don't have it, it's always something that's gonna weigh on you. But I'm like, to do all of these things just because you want someone else's approval is not really good for you. Just live your life. Don't care about anybody else's opinions. Just live your life, do what you want to do. Don't hang everything that you do upon somebody else's whims, basically, because you could say that it was just a whim of his to just stop for that particular second, and then she's like, he stopped. It's like, don't do that. I don't know. I didn't particularly like that. But then again, human emotions, how are you supposed to control them? They're not that easy to control. So I forgot what I wanted to say about Anokuji. So I'll just end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment. You can just click on it and you can watch it right now, and you can also catch up with all my previous Classroom of the Elite reactions. There's a playlist in the pinned comments as well, so you can just click on it and you can just watch all of it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. You could be my only star. You could be the moonlight, not the sun, I'm young blood forever.